Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem. Amma ba'd. Assalamu'alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today's lesson is about Eid, the festival of the breaking of the fast. What is the meaning of Eid and how will it be? Eid is not for him who wears new clothes or who takes pride in his affluence. Surely Eid is for those who fear the promised day of reckoning and the owner of the majestic throne. Eid is not rhythms and strings, it is not arbitrary amusement and wellness. Eid is rather an occasion of gratitude to the beneficent and acknowledgement of his favor. It is time to display his grace and advance in the convoy of believers, strengthening the religion and overcoming the enemies of Islam. One should eat something before the Eid prayer. This may take the form of dates in accord with the command of Allah, as was demonstrated while fasting. Likewise, the Sadaqatul Fitr acquits the fasting person from mistakes and obscenities committed during Ramadan. It brings happiness to the poor, revives the spirit of cooperation and kindness amongst the Muslims, purifies their souls and suppresses their tendencies towards stinginess. Wearing new clothes and perfume is one of the practices of Eid. It is a means of recognizing the kindness of Almighty Allah, and He loves that which is beautiful. Eid is a time to display the favor of Allah, as there is a hadith that says, verily Allah loves to see the effect of this favor upon His servant, if He blesses him. Verily, Allah loves to see the effect of His favor upon His servant, if He blesses him. It is an occasion to exchange visits, greetings, love, and good wishes. It demands contact with relatives, kindness to parents, empathy for the poor, and compassion for neighbors. The Muslim Eid reflects happiness that is governed by the Islamic rules and more. It enjoys dignified fun, courteous and innocent games, caring smiles, legitimate picnics, and creative stories. This is an occasion that evokes images of the great day of exhibition. Eid gathers thousands upon thousands of rich, poor, big, small, ruler, ruled, happy, and sad. Eid is a day of rewards. Whoever fasted with faith and consciousness, grant him glad tidings of a great price, a major success, and a huge reward. Whosoever sinned while fasting, was careless with the command of Allah, and transgressed His boundaries, he will regret it and feel deeply sorry. And what a great loss that would be. On the day of Eid, there will be two groups of people returning from the prayer. One group has been rewarded and is grateful. Allah will say to them, go, you have been forgiven, you please me, and I have been pleased with you. The other group is that of the losers and despondent. They will be returned with disappointment, loss, regret, and denial. One righteous man passed by a group of people engaged in vain conversation and having fun on Eid day. He said to them, if you did well in Ramadan, this is not gratitude for goodness. And if you wronged, this is not the way of one who has erred with the most merciful. Umar ibn Abdul Aziz Rahmatullahi alayhi saw some people hastening away from Arafat on their horses and camels when it was sunset. He said to them, the one who wins is not he who goes faster than his horse or camel, but the winner is he whose sins are forgiven. O Muslim, think about those with whom you prayed last Eid. They included your fathers, grandfathers, beloved ones, and friends. Where are they? Where have they await your greatest Eid? The day when you would win the pleasure and forgiveness of Allah by His permission. May Allah Ta'ala grant us acceptance, and may Allah Ta'ala make our Eids truly a day of happiness, and in the hereafter, may Allah make it a true celebration of Eid for all of us as well. You have to remember that Eid, until we don't sight the moon, Eid isn't there. Let us value last portions of this blessed month. May Allah Ta'ala accept it from all of us. Let's look at our hero. Tipu Sultan, whom we were discussing. It says Tipu Sultan Rahmatullahi alayhi, when he was about to fight his last battle, his secretary Habibullah said, sir, it is time that you should have mercy on yourself, and your princes should become orphans. To this, Tipu Sultan replied, I've already decided that my family and I should be sacrificed for the deen of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When the enemy gained entry into the fortress through the betrayal of Mir Sadiq, Abdul Ghaffar, the faithful general of Tipu Sultan, was martyred. Tipu Sultan was about to eat a morsel of food when he heard the news. He then said, "Our days are also numbered." He then jumped into the thick of the battle and fought for a long while. However, when the fortress fell to the enemy, his deceitful slave Raja Khan bade him to surrender himself. In anger, he replied, "A single day in the life of a lion is better than 1,000 days in the life of a jackal." A single day in the life of a lion is better than 1,000 days in the life of a jackal. Despite several bullet wounds, he continued fighting until the evening, but eventually fell to a hail of bullets from every direction when a traitor gave his position away to an enemy officer. When he fell, one of the enemy soldiers tried to snatch his jewel and crushed his sword from him. Despite the bullet to his chest, he fought the soldier off and managed to dispatch him to Jahannam. A bullet in his head finally killed him, and he drank from the goblet of martyrdom on the 4th of May 1799 AD. See, the Christian era. He was given a royal funeral the following day and buried by the side of his father Hyder Ali. May Allah Ta'ala be pleased with him and be pleased with all those who serve the Ummah with great distinction. And Allah make us amongst those as well who will serve the Ummah and leave a great and powerful legacy behind. Ameen. Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanakallahumma bihamdik, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayh. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamun al mursalin, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.